are here at the 2006 Do Action Sports Tour. We've got skaters here, we've got BMX people here. Why are they here? They will be crowned the best of the best right here in Orange County. A 4-day event with food, fun, family, and a lot of potential winners. Let's take a look at some of the fun things happening at this event. We are fortunate enough to be joined by Anthony Furlong. Thank you so much for joining us today.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Now, you've been doing a lot of great things here at the tour. Tell us, how did you get involved in your sport?
I was lucky enough to have a brother that was really good at skating and just got me into it. Gave me my first skateboard, taught me a few basic things, and then it was like I was hooked. So.
How long have you been skateboarding?
Since I was 10. I'm 28 now, so 18 years. It's kind of hard to believe because I still feel like I'm 18.
So you've got all of your family involved, your brother started you. What about your parents? What was the support like starting off with such a crazy, fun sport?
Well, it's a lot different than it is nowadays. Back then, it was not a sport, you know? It was so small. I mean, pros like Tony Hawk were making like $500 a month, like scraping by, you know? So there was nothing really to get involved in. So it was kind of hard for my dad was the type of like, you know, get a job, you know, do this, do that. My mom was a little bit more supportive behind his back, but as like they realized how passionate I was and how it was growing, they're like, wow, like maybe this is legit, you know? And that's the way it is for parents. They want their kids to do something that's gonna make something good out of their life. And if there's no future, if they see no future, then they think the kid's just like, oh, you know, it's like a pipe dream. Because I told my mom from the time I was 10, I'll be a pro skateboarder. And at the time, it wasn't even good to be a pro skateboarder or cool. So it's come a long way.
It's all about, and I'll never be done. Caught in the rat race, Babylon face, ain't no to beat. Human disgrace, bowling A-frame, 6 on the chain, cramming adrenaline straight to the brain. Search for the tube, guard the in-room, guard, yeah, just don't do. Left, hand, side, can't be stopped. Punk, rock, style, can't be stopped.
We are so excited to have Neil Hendricks, who is here with us. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here, back in Orlando.
Absolutely. We love having you here in Florida. Now, how long have you been skateboarding?
I've been skateboarding forever. I'm 33 now, so I've been doing it for like 20 years.
You are seasoned.
Yeah, I turned pro when I was 17. I turned pro in my senior year in high school, so I've been doing it for a living for 16 years. So I've been around the block.
Well, that's why you know what you're doing. Now tell me about your parental support and growing up with your family and how supportive they were.
Yeah, my parents were into it. My parents are actually here watching the contest today. I grew up in North Carolina. I live in California now, but my parents were into it. They'd help drive me to the skate park and stuff, but I think when I was in high school, they weren't really excited when I told them I wasn't going to go to college and that I wanted to be a professional skateboarder. But then when I first started getting to travel, you know, to Europe, and then when the checks from the sponsor started coming in, they were like, "Oh, this is cool after all. Like,
right.
Who needs college? You're getting paid doing what you love." So my parents, you know, were excited, and now they fly to like a couple contests a year to check out what I do. So I always had good support from my parents.
Searching for the sickness, the thickest wicked pit, smashing up the lid, down the line with it. I'm searching for the thickness, the wicked crystal lit. We're on a mission, sickest, deepest pit. Left, hand, side, can't be stopped. Punk, rock, style, can't be stopped. Punk, board, life, can't be stopped.
It is so cool to have Bucky Lexington. Thank you so much for joining joining us today.
Be here. Thanks, Michelle.
Tell me a little bit how you got started in skateboarding.
I got started in skateboarding. My bike got stolen, and for Christmas, which was a couple months, I had to wait. I skated my friend's board until then. We shared it. I got my first skateboard for Christmas.
Now, there's a lot of injury that we hear about with this sport. Tell me a few tips and things that all of our younger viewers need to keep in mind for safety if they want to start skateboarding.
Well, I mean, the first thing you learn to do is fall, because you can't do anything else. So you start off in the right direction. You learn how to fall, and then you find yourself able to get out of situations easier, like either be running or sliding out, or but it does help to have good health insurance.
Absolutely, if they're planning on starting. What is the best advice that you can give anybody that wants to start?
The best advice I can give anyone in life in general is just never give up, keep trying, and shoot for your goals.
That's right, training all day in front of the sun. What's all bad will never be done. Caught in the rat race, 5 on pace, ain't nowhere to be. Human disgrace, holding a frame, sick so insane. Driving adrenaline straight to the brain. Search for the tube, gnarly and rude. Nerve guard, yeah, just don't kill dude. Slide, can't be stopped. Hard, rock, style, can't be stopped. Hard, or live.
We have Jen O'Brien here. Thank you so much for joining us.
No problem.
You've got a lot of cool things going on. Tell me what's going on with you now.
Well, I mean, just been, skating and working on, we have the Alliance going, which is pretty cool. If the girls want to go on the actionsportsalliance.com and check it out, it's kind of a really cool spot to kind of see what the pros are up to. And also we do memberships, so you can kind of get in and, just be up on the girls tip and just know like what contests are going on and, who's ranking and all just, good news like that. And
that is so much fun because this sport you tend to see a lot of guys, which is awesome.
Yeah,
but now you are getting the girls involved. What are the ages for the girls?
You know what? It's amazing. I mean, there's these little girls like 6 years old skating vert now. It's just amazing. So I mean, and then we've got moms out there and stuff. So
well, you're getting their awareness out there. Tell again the website. You've got a website that's going on.
That's
you're
right.
part of the tour.
Yep,
Give me a little bit more.
Yeah, it's the actionsportsalliance.com, and you can go to it and check it out. And it's just about creating a spot for women skateboarding and just making it grow and keeping you up on the information of women's stuff. So
Michele Wright here at the Do Action Sports Tour, and that is right. I have Bob Burnquist with me. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Awesome job today. You're doing awesome in the tour.
Thank you.
Now, you speak so highly of your family. We know how important it is. Education was first, as you said, that you have to do, and then go out and have fun. Now, what are the risks that are involved? What are some of the safety things that, if someone wants to get started in skateboarding, what should they keep in mind?
I mean, I would advise a lot of stretching, eating good, very, high nutrition, and just learn to fall. Go step by step. Don't go over your limit before your time. Everyone has a limit, and that limit keeps going up as you learn and you gain experience. So, just grow within that. And step out a little bit and then come back in. But you don't. Even to this day, I have my limit. And then I step over it. And then I come back down, because you have to grow, but it's got to be step by step. So there are risks involved, but if you learn how to fall and you stretch, most likely you'll go down and you won't get hurt. It will hurt you. You'll be in pain, but it's good pain.